Hi, Lenore. I want to start off by saying kudos for going with option two. I think option two took more time, more thought process, more analysis, and I think you did a really good job with that. So I'm going to go in to kind of some notes that I took. So if I look away, I'm looking at my notes. So when you look at that private logic, so Adler talked about how your private logic, it's not common sense. It's more of your rationalization, your interpretation of reality and your place in it. And so going into that, like let me look back at my questions on that. So the recollections of her childhood, of the past, looking at her parents and her upbringing with her parents, and then thinking about the relationship she had with her husband, and identifying the patterns of her being kind of selfish, and selfish to a fault, whereas she saw things and experienced things as a kid with her parents, that she kind of made this decision of, I don't want to be that way, I don't want to feel that way, so I'm going to do what I need to. And fortunately, she had support from her husband in her career as opposed to her mom. And I think that had a great impact on these patterns in her life, this behavior, and how where she may have had that support with their career, it seems like there were possibly areas in their relationship, her decisions, things she wanted to do where she didn't have the support. And she knows that she's determined and she's strong enough to where she was just going to get it done. This is what she wanted, so she was going to get it done. And I think, and then maybe showing that appreciation part, or not showing the appreciation for her husband for maybe supporting her career, that I can see that private logic, the reality of this is how I see things, so this is what I'm going to do. I can see those things. So yeah, I think that's how she kind of feels based on those things. She thinks that if this is what I want to pursue, I know in my heart this is when I want to do it. This helps me in so many ways. I'm going to get it done whether someone's there to support me or not. I don't have to have someone's support. That's kind of where I was going with that. And then for that second question, her being selfish to a fault. So you had talked about how that inferiority or superiority complex, and so her being selfish to a fault, I think that plays into very much what I just kind of talked about, how she doesn't want, maybe she interpreted or she viewed her mom, and maybe her mom acted in a certain way when she didn't have the support of her dad, when she was getting her career, that she did not want to feel as inferior like that. So she was going to she's going to do what she needs to put herself in that superior role. And I think that both of these questions seem to kind of tie in together, unless I'm interpreting them in the wrong way. So, but I like how you put that in there about the striving for superiority, and her being selfish to a fault, and how that kind of ties into the first one. So, but I really did enjoy your video on this and your interpretation, and good job for taking the harder option. So, bye.